How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole. And look who has returned for the podcast. It's Chibi. She's not as ill. And also Jack, back with the Red Panda. Welcome back, you two.
Yeah.
Surprised
Ico
Brad
is his name.
I'm surprised Brad rehired you, Josh, after the Final Fantasy debacle. He's very upset. He was not happy at first.
I didn't know he's part of HR now.
I know Brad is. He's everything.
I am.
He is the
Brad-
HR.
I
Brett-
am the
Brad is everything.
This guy. God damn. So is that who I need to submit all my
Always.
leave requests
Yeah,
to?
leave PTO, all that stuff. Please submit
Oh,
these,
shit.
Brad. It will
Okay.
be disapproved immediately. We have a
Yeah.
box for it. Actually, we have
Called a pepper shredder.
yeah, pepper.
I was
Pepper.
going to say the shredder,
Further.
the recycler.
It's a fax machine that just
I know.
immediately dumps it into the shredder.
Beep, beep.
Auto deletes. All right. Today we're going to be talking about ranking of kings. So we're going to have some varying opinions on it. I think it's nice to have Jack on. Jack messaged just before the chat, said, I thought I couldn't get into it. So
I couldn't.
At
I
least
think-
you're honest.
I
Yeah.
think we'll start there with why Jack is wrong, and we'll just dissect him as he goes along. No, I'm fucking.
He's not fucking around.
That's totally opinion.
So if you have, it's a wrong opinion. No.
But she's our king.
If you haven't seen Ranking of Kings, it's currently available on Crunchyroll. There is there's 24 episodes, and then there is, what is it, Chibi? It's
It's like they
there-
say it's season 2,
It's
but
not-
it's like
it's like 6 OVAs, I think it is. So,
yeah, it's like it gives background, I think, to like what happens in the first season, right?
she's about to have a coughing fit. Go ahead.
No, I need to close the door.
Oh, okay.
Jacques is here, knowing he's gonna be.
Jacques here. Let him
Oh,
shit
no,
talk
not-
shit. With Ranking of Kings, it's an anime that I think has a really great visual style. It's animated by Wit. It looks a lot like Studio
Yeah.
Ghibli films.
A lot of people say that.
Centers on a small little child named Bochi, the king. And essentially,
Not yet.
but it chronicles
Yeah.
his journey,
Working his way.
right, in this Ranking of Kings across this nation. It is not what I thought when I first watched it. I was thinking it would be a little more lighthearted, and then it just delves into dark territories very quickly. The only issue I had with it was the ending. That was it.
Agreed. I literally same.
Beyond that, I fucking had a great time with it because I had no expectations for it, honestly.
Same.
That's just me.
I went in like, what is this? Like, I had randomly found it on Crunchyroll, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. First episode, I was like, why is this child naked? It was like, what is going on?
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't he be naked?
That's what I'm saying. I'm the
I mean,
prince,
that's
baby.
not how- Yeah, that's not how
I'm the
old
prince,
kids
baby.
do this.
And there's skivvies walking around town, you know.
If I'm like
If I were a
royalty,
child again, and I needed to, rank up in the ladder of success, I'd probably do it in my
I need a
underwear too.
exactly. It's an intimidation tactic, right? I'm not afraid to show.
Right,
didn't even-
exactly.
Bro didn't even flinch.
I'm not afraid to show and go. So let's get to it. You know what I'm saying?
You know why I'm king?
Yeah. This is fucking why. White skivvies
This is
on in the
child.
streets. Yeah, white.
This is child.
He's deaf, right? And he's
Yeah.
mute. I mean, the
Yeah.
kid's fucking locked in. He's the son of a fucking of a giant, or
Even though
actually,
he's teeny tiny.
yeah, son of giants,
Tiny.
who
Giants.
just happens to
Yeah.
have incredible giant strength, which is fucking something that gets unlocked as the show goes on. So, Josh, because you had
Yes.
the dissenting opinion, and I think Brad
I didn't
was
even say Jack.
on
you
the
said
fence.
Josh.
No, you call me. by
Josh
my
is the boy.
name.
First off, I met this man in person. We're Filipino. Let's get it going. All
Please
right.
stop
We did
flexing on me. I
karaoke together.
also met him. And you didn't do karaoke with me.
Maybe one day.
Listen, when we get the mixing of all us Asians,
Mhm.
will be a big karaoke night.
Okay. sounds
Brad,
good.
you can be
Thank
Asian
you.
if you just come in cup dog outerwear.
Dog cosplay.
Get a cup dog shirt on. Okay, Josh, what was your impressions of Ranking of Kings? Why couldn't you get into it? Talk to us
What
about it.
episode did you stop at?
I didn't make it far. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know. So I think
Get Jock in here.
the kind.
I know, right? Get a
Well,
bit.
here's the problem. So I started my anime venture on stuff like Death Note, fucking JJK,
You would.
Demon Slayer. I've watched a lot of violent ass anime,
Mhm.
and then to go from there, and then I mean, Buddy Daddies wasn't well. Actually, that was violent too.
That was violent. Yeah.
There's nothing I've watched that did not have violence.
Yeah,
Except
'cause
for
it's
maybe
very
the teacher
wholesome.
one where he's like a teacher that does the singing class. and then every once in
The
a while it cuts to the
fascination lost.
dark. Goes to the dark thoughts as he's what's his fucking I forgot what it's called. I will have to get back to that.
Was he teaching like
But
the little students, and that was that was
yeah,
up the
yeah,
comedy one?
yeah. Um, but yeah, everything. I think I've been what's the word I'm looking for? I've
It's
been
just
drawn
not
to
like
those
your
types of
genre.
anime,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then coming to this with a bit more like a
Drama.
is that what it's what would you consider this? It's
You
a
know,
fantasy comedy is what it's
I,
called.
would- I would say I say it's fantasy. I think so.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: what episode you stop at? Just tell
4.
me. Okay.
I didn't make it
This
far.
this show gets fucking dark
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
It
quick
does get quick.
and
does.
It was
violent
hard to
too.
get through the
Yeah.
first few episodes.
Listen, man, it's like a JRPG. You just gotta keep trucking until the shit like starts opening up for you. But if you did like literally, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna force it on you.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of it was because of what I've started with, and that like think the art style like Demon Slayer and JJK. I'm really drawn to that. It's this art style is
This one's
a
more
little
cutesy.
harder for me to
Mhm.
enjoy.
Yeah, I think if you have, if you have a background with Studio Ghibli or anything like that, 90s anime, a lot of that is very
Absolutely.
And I
reminiscent
don't.
of that type
I
of
don't.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of it's hand drawn. So that's
Yeah.
why essentially there's like a
Ghibli
lot.
light.
Yeah, Ghibli light. A lot of
Ghibli
yeah.
light.
Well, no, there's no Ghibli film outside of like Princess Mononoke that's as dark as fucking Ranking of Kings, I think.
Yeah.
In terms
I
of
mean, I
violence.
can appreciate it. I definitely can appreciate it. It's just it's
Not your
definitely not
thing.
my style.
That's the type
Hate
of
it.
that's the type of like diplomatic answer I want from Jack, right? That's that bureaucrat. And listen, I
think
don't
that was his
disagree with
answer.
you, okay? But here, let me tell you.
I figured that was what he was gonna say because, like, knowing Jack, like the ones that you like, I
Yeah.
was like, it might be a little hard for him. I was hoping you'd like it, but
Yeah.
it's fair.
Completely fine. Brad
Yeah, the little friendship
Oh.
that he was building with the shadow.
with Kage? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was pretty cool. It just
It's one of those anime like it's best way to describe it is it's one of those things that kind of grows on you. Like,
Yeah.
but if you're I'm not saying that you're not open minded. I'm just saying like most people like when they see it, they're like probably thinking the same thing. And then you start diving deeper into the episode, you start seeing all the motivations of all the different characters. You start seeing that a lot of the characters are very layered. So like
Which is what I was gonna say. I really like about the show.
which is something
Yeah.
that's incredibly surprising. So characters that come off as assholes really aren't those. People who
Mhm.
come off as like loyal aren't. People who look like villains aren't fucking villains. That type of stuff.
Right.
There's
Mhm.
actually layers to each of these characters, which is why it was one of the surprise hits a couple years ago. Which is why people were so fucking high on it when it came out.
Right. Right.
So way to be on the other side of like the
I mean,
the 0.5%. Get the fuck out of here.
if they hooked me on the first fucking episode,
We don't-
maybe.
we don't listen.
No. It's a slow burn.
Nah, we don't need that shit. Let's jump to Brad because it's Cup Dog. He's back, baby.
All right.
Oh,
So y'all say that Asta yelled a lot. It's literally all Boji could do.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah,
literally-
he's a fucking.
Do not hate on my man.
Wait,
Do not
there's
hate
a
on my
specific
boy.
reason he has to.
Oh no!
Going to
Wow,
hell.
that's fucked up.
Going to hell. Brad's going to hell.
Look, man. Oh no!
All right,
We're just
thanks
gonna
for coming
erase
to
Dude,
our
everything he
podcast.
says.
we're not
on
even
a
10
Tuesday
minutes.
night.
We're not 10
This
minutes in,
fucking
and this
ass.
fucking man makes this goddamn statement.
Such a
Oh.
great 10 minutes. Thank you all. Have a
Christ.
great night.
Right.
Yeah, so I did enjoy it. It was very drama driven in my opinion. I enjoyed the story. However, the fact that like every character had like an ulterior motive that was not immediately known, right? Like, or well, I not really an ulterior motive. Like, almost all the characters were portrayed a different way than what they
Mhm.
than what they
actually
actually are.
like.
Like Queen Healing, she was portrayed very early on as like the bitch queen, but then she's really just a loving mother. Domas, he looked like a really
Fuck that
loyal
hoe.
dude. Looked like a really loyal dude, but then
Probably
tried to
one of
murder the dude.
Yeah, probably
Tried to-
one of the
tried to
most like
murder
dramatic
Pochi.
fucking moments in the show. I literally
Yeah.
was
I
like, "Are
cried.
you
I
fucking
sobbed.
kidding me?"
I truly sobbed. I was like,
And then-
Boji.
And then the King's Spear, Apis,
Oh,
Apaz.
yeah.
Oh, that was a good twist. I like that one.
Like you really thought like he was like the home dog, but then like he's just like, nope, I'm actually with the bad guy. And then King Boss, like you think he's just like a strong dude, but he actually like made a deal with the devil. Minajo, you think she's the bad guy, but she's actually just a tortured child. And
Even though I still do not like how they fucking handle
I don't either. I hate that they did that.
I understand that one of the central themes in that is like forgiveness and stuff like that, but dude, fuck that.
Fuck that hoe. She's the cause of all of this.
So
this
this is actually
making.
Yeah, so this is actually one of there are certain movies that I don't watch, like specifically for this reason. I don't like instant like redemption forgiveness.
Yeah.
Like so one of my biggest pet peeves.
That's probably one of the biggest pet peeves in anime is that you want whenever I see Tanjiro forgive a demon or I'm watching him like fight a demon, I'm like, you don't need the backstory of the demon, dude. The dude's just probably bad or something. Like, nah, man, he killed that dude because he got hit in the back with a chair. It's like, dude, fuck. So we slaughtered a town. It's like,
no, my like most immediate reaction to this is I cannot watch Saving Private Ryan. I know it's not an anime, but
that's a weird turn.
I know, right? Well, no. So the scene where the conscientious objector.
Upham? Everyone fucking hates him, dude.
Yeah, so like he watches his friend die, and then like at the end of the movie when they surrender, he shoots the dude that killed his friend after they surrendered, and like everyone's like cheering for him because he's like he like grew balls, and I'm like, no. He watched his friend die, he allowed him to die, and then he shot a surrendering person. Like dude, nothing he did was nice.
Dude's a shitbag, like a complete shitbag. No, I agree with you. I mean, the thing is like the best way to describe Ranking of Kings is Game of Thrones, right? And I know like you have this really cute anime, but almost every character has like their own different motives. And even like the one character who's who is it? He's the brother of was it Despa? Right? The underground king. Yeah, like Despa. He's actually a fucking really noble dude. He's not even a bad person, right? But he just looks that way because obviously he's born
like
he's born in the underground, so he looks like a villain, but he's not.
Yeah.
And it just turns out like he's like, he's like, what the fuck, man? I was like, dude, all of this shit makes sense to me. Like when it started like kind of diving into it, you get your own like fucking conspiracy theory board. Like this is why Boji is the way he is. You know?
I look like Charlie Day.
But it was just but it was like after I don't know 7 twists. I was just at that point I was just like, okay, every character that hasn't had a twist yet is going to have a twist. So I'm just going to not believe anyone.
You're like, I'm gonna expect the show.
The only person who didn't was like Kage, dude. Who's just real as fuck the entire time.
We fucks with Kage.
And,
I mean, but you can argue that he was a little bit different in the beginning than he was.
I mean, no, he experienced probably the most growth as a character. Where he was like trying to just be a survivor, a thief, and then fucking ends up really caring about Boji. He's like the only person that cares about his best interests, at the time.
Yeah, like truly.
But I do love the fact that when Kage gets into trouble, he's always like, because he's just overzealous and trying to defend Boji. Mm-hmm. And they're like, dude, I'm not trying to fucking kill him. He's like, oh, okay. Like, my fault. Like, let's move on. Yeah, I just think that Ranking of Kings is one of those, I just didn't see it coming, honestly. I'm a huge fan of Studio Wit. They're the ones who originally animated Attack on Titan. And so
I was gonna say I heard the studio from somewhere. I couldn't remember what they animated.
This was like I think when Mappa took over Attack on Titan, Studio Wit was like they had 2 projects. They had Vinland Saga Season 1 and then Ranking of Kings. And I thought Vinland Saga was like it looks pretty good, but like there's really nothing to like write home about. Ranking of Kings, they fucking flex on people. There's like a bunch of things in there that are just like super fucking fluid. Like that final fight with like,
oh my god, I was gonna say that final fight scene.
Yeah, Daida and fucking Bochi.
Oh my god, when he goes up the arm.
Yeah, that shit was elite. I was like, holy crap, this is insane. So like, yeah, when it starts to dive into like the combat and stuff like that, just watching how Bochi develops as a character, becomes more confident. He was confident from the beginning, right? But it was like irrational confidence. Like, dude, you should not be.
Yeah, you should not be this confident. I think when he did the first fight with like him and Daida, and like you see how fucking fast he was, I remember just being like, I think that was a scene that pulled me, and I was like, did you get to that part, Jack, where they were like fighting?
No, I didn't see any fights. A lot of the time it was him coming from like one area from seeing Shadow and then walking through the town in his diapers or whatever the hell he was in.
Nice.
Yeah, because for me, what pulled me in was the scene where he was fighting Daida, like his brother, when they were sparring, and I was
Yeah.
just like,
And you finally get to
he's
see like his
fast.
potential and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh
Like,
shit.
yeah.
Maybe
I just I got tired of crying every other
I can
episode.
revisit
That was
it.
the thing. That was,
Brad was like, what? No, stop being mean to Boji.
why is everyone
Dude, he
literally
was
just
so
trying to murder
mean.
this small child?
Well, because I mean, I think like some certain people, like the Underground King, like he legitimately saw his potential and
Yeah.
saw them as like a real threat, and so like that's why he kind of went fucking hard at him. Like if I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, like that's a child. I think the
Who
most
is deaf and mute.
I think the most fucked up character, like here's how I knew like the show was like serious when they introduced Oaken, who is like the
Oh,
brother of
dude,
Desmond.
Oaken like legitimately is terrifying.
What the fuck, dude? I was like,
Dude.
when they first show him, when they
Dude.
first talk about him, he's like this noble knight who is like
Yeah.
trying to do the right thing and then ends up like fucking and he goes out on this quest for immortality and he
Yeah.
finds that and he finds it
And
and
then
it ends up just like
Destroying him.
makes him go mad. And I was like,
Mhm.
I wonder if that's like a good point. Like some people, I imagine that if you had like immortality, you're either gonna fucking like there's no way you're a good person, right? The entire time.
Mhm.
I can't see my
Mhm.
I'm straight up like
You know, with
dictatorship.
it, like you think immortality is a great idea, and then you obtain it, and you're like, well, what now? Like,
Well, I like there's a
I
consequence.
would feel like you get bored of it at some point.
Well, I like the fact that in the show there's a consequence to it. Like
Yeah.
you're immortal, but what
You lose all humanity.
You lose humanity. You lose your mind. You can heal from any attack, which I thought was fucking crazy. When like
mhm.
I think who was the first one to strike him down? I can't remember. And he just kind of looks back up and smile and like gets back up, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
Jesus, what
You're
the?
like, oh shit.
They did a really good job of taking a really cute art style and twisting it into
Mhm.
something a little bit more grotesque, a little bit more violent, which I was very
Yeah.
surprised about. But like
Yeah,
a
you
lot, I
just get
remember.
not attacked.
I think one of the episodes that stood out to me was like when they first showed like Boji's mom when she like
Oh yeah.
protected him while dying. And I was like, why is it so violent, bro? Like, is she getting fucking staked right now? Like, holy shit. This
Oh, when
kid's
they
like,
were doing like the war where they were like,
yeah, this kid's in a
yeah.
pool of fucking blood. I'm like, are you, like, I don't know how
and
you,
his mom's
lady.
like protecting him.
Yeah, it's brutal. That's why Brad was crying. He's like, what? It's like, please.
Oh, gee,
I don't have enough. Brad has like his feelings counter for the year. He's like, check that off. It's like Ranking of Kings took all of it up.
Like we're only in May, bro.
Your wife's
even
looking
know
at you.
what's
She's
the
like, aren't you sad about this movie? Can't be sad. Ranking of Kings took all of this.
Took all my emotion jar.
Yeah. No,
Cried over a small child 4 times.
I
Can't do it
can't. I
anymore.
can't do this anymore.
So through this series, does he ever
Learn how
Does
to
time
talk?
progress?
No, he doesn't.
No. Not so.
Not necessarily.
Essential. No, it's pretty much like I would say it takes man.
Or is it-
I would say a couple
there is-
months.
Yeah,
right?
There,
That's
yeah,
what it
there is a training montage.
Yeah.
Which was the best part.
Oh, wait. If you
God, I was shook.
there's a in the OVA they actually show what Boji and Kage do when Despa sends him out. He's like, "Hey, we're not making enough money." He's like, "I need
Oh,
you
I
guys
love
to
that
go out
episode.
there."
That was a good one.
And they're like, "All right,
Making
cool."
enough money.
And they're just throwing rocks at Boji. And he's just dodging them like easily.
Yeah.
And there's this little girl. She comes up. She's like, "I'm gonna give you like my entire allowance and stuff like that." And
Dude, this
Boji
shit made
feels
me
bad.
tear
He's looking around. He's like, and
Kage's like,
Kage's
"Don't fucking
like,
do it."
"Yeah, don't you fucking move. Like, don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it." Like, that's her. She made a choice. She has to live by that choice. I'm like, dude, chill, bro.
It's a fucking girl. It's a poor little
And thankfully,
girl.
Despa's not a fucking humongous shitbag, even though he's all about the money. But
Yeah.
no, it pretty much just like once he and Kage leave. So, Jack, you're probably not gonna watch it, but essentially what happens is that Bochi's supposed to be crowned, and then instead, I think they overrule it and turn to Daida.
Yeah.
Right.
They like do a like a secret meeting.
Yeah.
And they vote against him, even though in his father's will
It's very
it said, "I want Bochi to be
it's
king."
very Game of Thrones-ish, bro.
Yeah.
Very Game of Thrones. So they vote. So Bochi and Kage go like, we're gonna set out, and I'm gonna earn, like, I'm gonna earn
My spot.
my title.
Yeah.
So he goes out and Hilling sends him out with Domus, and Domus at first is like his teacher. You're thinking like, this is a good dude. It's a great guy. So they go and they go meet Despa. Despa is essentially the son of the king, or the brother of the Underground King. Go ahead.
But Domas was one of the few that didn't vote for
Yeah.
Boji as well, and
Yeah,
he was
he
supposed to
voted
be
for
like the
Daida,
one guy
yeah.
that was supposed to vote
Yeah,
for.
supposed to
Boji.
have
He
his
was so
back.
betrayed.
And then when
Strike
Doma's
number
like,
one.
yeah,
Strike number one.
so they make their journey out into the desert trying to find this area, and fucking pretty much like Boji sees like this opening, he's interested in it and stuff like that.
Like a big pit of fire.
And Domus walks up, and you're like, "Oh, don't fucking do it!" And he pushes
And
the
he
kid
just pushes him in.
down, and I'm like, "What
And you
the
just see
fuck,
Bochi
bro?"
turn around and is like, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck?
So
Okay.
eventually
I've
he
never felt so
meets
betrayed.
Despa, that's the underground king,
Mhm.
and then
Well, you
fucking
gotta tell him how he survives.
oh shit, I can't remember how he survives. How does
Kage
he-
hides in his backpack.
Oh, that's
because-
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And he ends up like doing like a crossbow or something.
Yeah.
The rope goes out and like saves him, and it's so cute.
Yeah. So Kage saves him, and of course, like
And isn't
Boji's-
Kage like this grumpiest thing?
he's not actually.
Not for
Because
Bochi.
when starting off, he was like
No, he's
super
very
grumpy.
Yeah.
But he understands, like he starts to feel bad for Bochi.
Yeah, because he's
and
like
he
the only
becomes-
person that understands. Like,
Yes,
and I
yeah,
think
'cause
Kage.
he's
Yeah,
got-
yeah.
He's got childhood trauma, so
Yeah, it's fucking
He-
real.
Oh,
he
oh, well, I thought
he
about
Is there,
relates.
is there a backstory to Kage?
Oh,
The Kage,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
his entire
bad, bro.
fucking clan was killed,
Yeah,
and his mother was killed in front of him.
Yeah,
Yes.
as he was a
So
little
his-
Maybe I
baby.
should watch it. Like, was he an actual person?
No,
Nah.
Kage. Is,
No.
no,
He
it's
was
like a
baby blob.
it's like a shadow clan. That's what they
Okay.
are.
Gotcha.
And so pretty much like they are their entire family, or their entire clan is pretty much like commissioned to do assassinations. That's pretty much all they're good for, right? That's what
Gotcha.
they're trained for.
but they have
And
like but they have like complete loyalty to like whoever
Yeah.
they're allianced with.
Yeah.
Like, they are not backstabbers by any means. They're
Yeah.
just contract killers.
And then,
Gotcha.
and then they get betrayed, and then fucking there's a scene where like he's trying to get away. Like it's fucked up because you see like the the soldiers are like spearing him and then just pretty much hanging him up and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, dear God, this is it's like, what happened to this show? What happened to the kid walking around naked? Like, what's going on here?
What
And then
happened?
essentially, like Kage fucking like he has like this distrust, and he becomes like a thief and a swindler and stuff like that. But he grows to really like Boji because he's like Boji guy constantly brings him stuff, and he's like, yeah, you came back. What's good with it, man? Like,
Yeah.
what do you got
Okay.
for me today, fucker?
And then
I
he's
could
like, wait,
potentially revisit.
it's worth it. Tell
Yeah,
him.
it's essentially when they get to Despa and they start doing their training stuff like that. Like Despa
Yeah.
looks goofy, but like he like his
Yes.
brother, he has some type of ability. I don't know what it is. It's like regenerative, where he can fucking like get
Um,
himself beat the fuck up, and then like the next day, no bruises, no cuts, no injuries, and he essentially goes to unlock Bochi's potential because he can see it.
Yeah.
Right. At first, he kind of like, looks at him and says like, I don't see it with this kid. I'm not going to lie to you. But then like, he knows that inside this very small child is the strength of a fucking giant. And he's like, what weapon do you want to use? So if you look at the trailers and stuff, he's carrying this very small sword, right? And he can crack fucking boulders with it. That's how
Mhm.
strong this kid is. Absolutely
Okay.
powerful and stuff like that.
Well,
Like,
so he obtains no strength whatsoever.
Yeah.
He has like anti strength essentially. So Despa teaches him to like learn how to like hit the weak point of
Yeah, the
molecules.
weaknesses, yeah.
it's fucking, it's
Essentially.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of
So you can
shit,
make something
like
from
Boji does, like how he's just able to weaken enemies and not kill them and stuff like that, is so fucking
Yeah.
good. And he's super durable and also lightning quick. If he just sees, it's like that fucking. It's pretty much like in every anime. It's like the after image. That's essentially fucking his like superpower. He just zooming. Got the zoomies,
Fast
can't
as
stop.
fuck, boy.
And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
only because he was caught in a swarm of snakes, and he basically
Oh.
just trained with snakes his entire like very small childhood.
Oh, yeah,
He was
you
literally
You get
just-
attached to fucking twin snakes in this one, Billy. I was like,
Dude,
don't
oh,
kill him.
yeah,
sobbed
dude,
there
that was-
too,
Don't
dog.
kill
That
him,
was
boy. I was like,
I sobbed there too.
I was like,
boy.
do not kill the snakes. I will fucking kill everyone in this room.
They
Yeah,
were so
it's.
cute.
I think like the mark of a great anime, or it's something that's underrated, because like I think everyone went in with no expectations, and then ended up like good writing, good characters, good plot development, and great action. It's like I was shocked because I didn't know if I was gonna stick with it either, Jack. But then I was like, this is fucking
Right.
really, really good, and it won me over. There is a part like I said near the end, you're probably gonna be frustrated. I think everyone was.
I
That was like
"Are
that was
you
pre-
serious?"
but it was like what was weird was that most people, when you have an ending that kind of, I'm not saying it bombed, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
But like when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah,
to, when you get to that type of ending, you're like, I'll just dock
Could
it
have
a
been
point.
better.
Yeah, dock it half a point or something
Yeah.
like that, right? That's essentially what I did. You know, I don't think it like killed it, but like I can see why people were like, oh man, I didn't like that part. Like, but Boji's the man, though, so who gives a shit? Let's fucking
Yeah, true. Let's fucking go.
let's go watch him put his little crown on. Get out there, little guy. You know what's funny? If have you guys ever seen the manga art from the Ranking of Kings?
Actually did not.
It is fucking.
Let me look it up.
Is not good.
Oh,
Oh, it's bad.
It is not good. I was like, this can't be the same stuff what I'm seeing on screen. Like,
Oh,
Wit
shit.
did them justice.
Wit said, "I got you."
Wit's like, listen, don't worry about how ugly that look, boy. I got you.
Yeah, it's like reminds me of like a Dairy Queen cartoons, like
Thank
little
you,
comic
dude.
book
Thank
strips.
you so much. That's what I thought too. I was like, man.
Oh,
I was like, that right there, the Dairy Queen.
oh my god.
What was
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right? It looked, dude, it's very weird how like they took that and
Dennis the Menace.
yeah.
So I
Like,
didn't realize manga was like in a comic form. Just
have you
the
never read
size of
manga
a novel.
before?
I've never read manga. If I knew they were like comics, I would have fucking started reading them.
Really? Yeah.
I can't read.
That's basically.
I hate reading because my attention span, like I'll be reading something, and then if it's just words on a page, what'll happen is I'll start drifting off,
It's like comics.
and then and then by the time I get to the end of the reading,
you're like, what did I
I'll
read?
be like, what the fuck did I just read?
Yeah. No, it's straight like comics. It's
How
just
did you do in
Japanese.
school, Jack? Were you
I did all right
straight
until I got older. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. That was me in college.
I have no fucking attention span for reading anymore.
Speaking of college, I finally finished.
Hey, let's go.
Congrats.
Only
Good
took
job.
me 10 years. That's
Only
what
took-
hey,
That's right.
As long as you're
GI
finished, that's all
Bill.
that matters.
Oh, you didn't have that.
Damn.
I had a
flexing.
subchapter. Calm down. I got a stipend. For it. Okay.
I went to school for free. I just had to sell my soul for 7 years. You know, it's completely fine. But yeah, man, if you want to read manga, the one I'm gonna recommend one to you like right now. It's called Sakamoto Days. I'm serious. Well, that one you'll fucking love. I have no idea how it has not been commissioned for an anime yet, because that shit is wild. It's brilliant. Sakamoto Days is probably one of my favorite manga right now.
I'll read it.
Yeah. Very good. Cool action. Let's see. Who's the most unexpected character, Brad, for you in Ranking of Kings? Who's the character you're like, you didn't think they'd turn out that way?
Well, I mean, Moranjo, because like, I mean, only because she's the bad guy, then not the bad guy, then like this weird like love relationship with the king, even though they weren't really, they were more like daughter father figures, and it was just like, it was really weird. That was just like the most, like the weirdest character to me.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Also the most unsettling at first too, with that old doll. God damn, dude, that creeped me out. I was like, what's going on? What's going on here?
What's going on?
Where Chris Hansen at? We call the police.
I would probably say Queen Hilling, like solely just because of like
Queen Thick Hilling. You know what I'm saying?
Almost, like almost polar opposites, like from how she's
Chibi.
portrayed in the beginning.
What are you saying, Chibi? Pull Jock in. Ask him if Queen Hilling's stacked. Let's get another one. Because she is. All right. Yeah, no, I love her character. I think that I honestly was like, she just seemed like an overbearing parent. She was overprotective of Daida for good reason, because that is her child.
Yeah.
And then it turns out
it felt like
she just wanted to be fucking like loved and respected by the king, and then fucking she loved Boji, like really loved Boji. And they started diving into the backstory of like their relationship, and I was like, this is fucking wholesome. She's a good person. I like the fact that like her power is healing, but it completely fucking exhausts her to like, which also makes sense. That type of ability should exhaust you, right? In theory, like I'm giving you my life, and you know you should be fucking tired.
I'm becoming tired.
Yeah, I'm becoming exhausted.
No, because I was gonna say it felt like the typical trope at first of like, you know, the stepmom, like she doesn't like, you know, the stepson, and like she prefers her own son over him. But then you really see, like you were saying, the backstory, and you're like, damn, this is not what I expected.
Yeah.
And at first, like when he's like gets healed, remember when he gets beat the fuck up
Yeah.
and he gets healed? I'm like, bro, I bet that's gonna be her. It's gonna be healing for some reason, because literally her name is Healing.
Yeah.
Healing. And I was like, who's this lady healing him? 1 + 1 is 2. But then like actually seeing it, I was like, wow, like she does care for him.
Yeah, which was, it was pretty surprising to me because I thought, like, well, most anime do not have that many fleshed out characters. If they're
Mhm.
not in like your main cast, you might have 1 or 2 people who are like completely 3-dimensional, but most people are straightforward,
Yeah,
right? They're not going to ever kind of
they
waver
come as they go. Yeah.
or show anything. But then like for the like every character had to fucking have like depth to them. That's really impressive. That's really hard to do in like 24 episodes.
Mhm.
Honestly, because you have to bounce around with different POVs. Like I even ended up feeling
Yeah.
bad for Daida at some points because I was like, Jesus Christ, this
Yeah,
kid's not.
I did too.
Yeah,
Like he's
he's
just
like,
trapped in
I
his
mean-
own body.
yeah, he's not even a
Well,
bad.
I mean-
He's not really a bad person. He's
Yeah.
just fucking misunderstood.
Yeah. He's a kid.
I mean, he started out manipulated and then he got imprisoned for 90% of the show. So it's like,
That was fucking
then-
brutal, by the way. That imprisonment
then
shit.
he gets like Stockholm syndrome,
Yeah.
and then
He does get Stockholm syndrome, dude. He does. He's like, you know
Yeah.
what? He's like, you know what? I kind of love this hoe.
like
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Like you.
He's like,
Get
mommy,
married.
I'm gonna marry her. It's like, what the fuck?
I was like, aren't you like 12? Like,
Didn't
how
she
old are you?
kill like half the kingdom? So?
tried to
So?
completely
She has a
ruin
tragic
the kingdom.
backstory.
kill your entire family,
Yeah.
imprison yourself inside your body, and have your dad take over so she could be with your dad. Like,
It's like,
like
it was
what?
just- they just clap hands.
Like that was a
Hey.
shock for me. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
That is
I
like that was quite a timer. Hey.
Bro, I even felt bad for the fucking devil. I even felt bad for the devil dog. Like the devil as a child I felt so bad.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah, like they go into the devil's backstory. I thought it was so interesting that like this whole thing stemmed from his dad making a deal with the devil and he took Bochi's power away. It's
Yeah.
like Bochi's not strong at all. Is because Bochi's dad ended up
Yeah,
making
King
a pact
Boss
with the
was a
devil
fucking
and was
dick.
like, yeah, when my first son is born, I want to be the strongest king. I want to be the strongest giant. Take my firstborn son's power away so I can have that strength.
Oh yeah.
Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, the dude's a fucking asshole, dude. He's like, I was like, wait,
That's the true villain
you
here.
kind of came off as like this really kind of nice person the way you're treating Bochi, right? Like put his hand on his.
Now we
fucking,
know why he
And
did.
then I'm like,
because he
oh,
felt
you're. I was like,
guilty.
oh, you're a fucking scumbag, dude. You did that to
Yeah.
your kid.
And
That's
then
a
he
lo-
said, "Fuck my second son."
Yes, a lot of it is like sins of the father type stuff. You
Yeah.
know, it's just fucking interesting, dude. Like the whole thing. That's why I want like an
Mhm.
actual season 2 of the show.
I do
I re-
too. I'm
I
like,
really
I need
wanna
it.
see
I
it.
need it. I'm twitching. I'm ready
Because-
for my Bochi tattoo right here.
Yeah, because you have like the entire like the ranking
Do
of
it.
kings is like
I
you
do
have
it.
all
I
these
want it.
different various kings who actually have like certain ranks attached to them, and we only got to see
Yeah,
like
and
certain
they-
nations.
Yeah, and they haven't even talked about like the main plot point here was like when you get one of the main items as ranking number 1,
Yeah.
everyone picks the same and they go insane. Can we get a cameo of the Mad King? Let's talk about my favorite part of the show was when they're fucking doing the little dance
Oh.
to like him and Boji are doing the dance and then he's like, all right, time to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that? Like, I need you to at least get to that part. It's fucking out of pocket.
For the dance.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
fucking
I have to
weird.
look
dude.
that one up.
They were just dancing, like, give praise to the I don't even know,
What-
the reincarnation
What's
monster.
what's fucking shocking also was like, who is it? Was it Dorsch who when he got his fucking arm chopped off?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When he cut off his own hand.
When he was fucking fight, I was like, dude, why?
Oh wait, no, when he got his
Yeah, I thought I got.
that was
Did it get chopped
that
off?
was-
Or?
so
remember.
Doma's cut off his
Bill
own.
must
Yeah.
cut off his own hand
Yeah,
as
When he was-
repentment for pushing Bochi.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, this. I was like, why? I was like, god damn, this is fucking dark as shit. I'm
Yeah,
trying
so-
like,
so
side
That was,
character.
that was really weird because like he was definitely like conflicted in like what he should
Mhm.
do, but it was just like he did the wrong thing every step of the way. It was like
Yeah.
like first he didn't vote for Boji to be king, and then when the king asked him to kill Boji, he's like, yeah, I'll kill him, and then he pushes, and then like when Hokuro, that the
Oh,
his
yeah,
squire.
his squire. That
Yeah.
poor dude, man, was like willing to fucking fight him too. I was like, dude, what the fuck did you just do? I was kind of wondering what like Hokuro was gonna do. I was like, are you gonna man up and fucking fight this dude? Because he pretty much pushed a child off a cliff, bro. Like, you know, you and me are throwing fucking hands no matter what. And I was very shocked because like Domus is like, you know, he's one of the 4, so like they're all like pretty elite fighters.
Pretty strong.
So I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And I'm like, Hokuro's gonna fight him. All right, I like this guy. Let's put him on the list. Let's put.
I think so.
Let's
So
put Domus on the list of people I want dead.
Dude, he
Mark
got no
that
redemption for me.
Mark that off.
Sorry. No redemption arc for me, dog.
No. Go on, Brad. I'm sorry. Good job, buddy.
No, that was pretty much. I was gonna mention. I don't know if we have like. I don't know if we were gonna do like a who's your favorite character.
Yeah, no. We
I was gonna wait for that before I went into my next piece. So.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Yeah, who's your favorite character? Fuck it, man. Like this.
Yeah.
It's a fluid
I want
thing.
to hear from Jack. So I know you only watched a couple. Who is your favorite character so far?
Let's hear it from the boy.
Our man.
From all 3 characters that you saw.
The fucking man.
Ha!
You're right.
Yeah, a man can what? Hey, a man can like fucking finish a show. Okay.
You watched enough shows that
sucks
we
it
said
up.
A man knows how to make his own goddamn decisions.
Hey, a man sucks it up. You know what I'm saying? We push through. Okay, champ.
Shut the fuck up. Leave me Jack alone.
A man knows when to tell Ken to shut the fuck up.
And you haven't
what I
yet,
want.
girl.
Hey, yo, that's what I'm trying to say, bitch.
We-
Sorry, I got a little aggressive there.
Whoa, hey,
All right,
listen,
all right.
listen. Got to be at least. No, wait, about right here. Talk. All
This
right.
motherfucker.
You haven't seen me IRL.
I mean, I would be looking over you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, where'd Chibi go?
This is where Chibi went. Bye.
I don't know. With the amount of time that I spent on it, the Kage,
Yeah, no, Kage's
as grumpy as he was, like I did enjoy his character.
Good choice.
And
Me? Shoot, man.
yeah, you. Who else is Ken?
Who did I like the most?
Oof.
I probably like Boji the most. Honestly, I just like. Yeah, dude, I just think his growth.
It was all the
fantastic.
yelling.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Ah,
You're such a dickhead.
I just like this is. It's just a I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where like everything just felt like it was gonna go wrong for the kid, and it did.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like him being a good person, him consistently trying to fight and do the right thing, and then him kind of showing the fuck up. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. And he's a really endearing character. I mean, dude, we don't have many characters who are deaf or mute, right?
No,
We
and
don't-
I like that. I was gonna say I like.
I think the last
way they
deaf
did
character
that.
I saw was in A Silent Voice. Is that you know what I'm talking about, Chibi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the last
I
time I
think
saw a
so.
deaf character, and that was a incredibly sad fucking movie. But yeah, it's the only character like he like has all the chips against him. His dad takes away his fucking powers. His mom's fucking dead. He's pretty much outcasted. Goes on this journey by himself with a little shadow buddy, and then proceeds
just
to
met.
fucking do the
I'm
pretty
the
much the impossible.
strongest.
Yeah, do the impossible, and all while not trying to kill anybody.
Yeah.
You know, with all
He's
that ability.
truly a good person. I love a good underdog
Oh,
story. You guys know
he
that.
tried to kill Oaken, just didn't work.
Dude,
Fuck Oaken,
nobody's
bro.
killing
Everyone
Oaken,
should
bro.
kill Oaken. Okay. Any whoosies. My cup dog. Who is your favorite character?
So I actually have 2.
Okay. Same.
Well,
You want
Well,
one? Let's go. Sorry.
well, okay. So my number 1 was actually Dorsha. I just
Oh,
liked
yeah.
him. He was just a solid dude. He was just like, I'm here to protect the queen, and like that's literally all he did.
I always thought there was like a little love thing going on. Anyone got that vibe? I thought there was like a
Ew,
romantic
yeah.
thing between Dorsha and Hilling. They always seemed like very close, dude. She seemed like she absolutely cared about him.
And I shipped it. I said, fuck the king. Go with that.
Yeah.
Go with that man.
Yeah,
Man
yeah,
loses
but-
a whole eye. Like,
mean-
who's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, even when
and leg.
Oh, shit, you're right.
I mean, even when Daida was like, "Hey, the queen's gonna die," and
He's
I'm giving you a
woke
warning.
up.
He's just like, "All right, I'm standing by this door the entire night," and he literally just fights off demon dogs all night.
Dude,
Dude, that shit was intense.
as he's getting like bit and shit, like yeah, like he like flexed. Didn't his shirt like pop off and shit?
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, dude, chill.
But then that second round, when they're in the courtyard, and he does the flex thing and like spike shootout, and I'm like, heck yeah,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
he learned.
he,
things.
he fucking did learn, bro.
And then the other one was we just said his name, Hokuro.
Yeah.
Kokoro.
Yeah, I was gonna
Just because
say,
like
not
it
Bochi, you're wrong.
just because every like in every scenario he was way outmatched
Oh yeah, but he never
in
gave up.
everything that he ran up against, but he was still there.
Literally. He was like the good like nugget, like the golden retriever. Like he just wants to do his best.
It's like, be proud of me, not when you're getting knocked down so
Yeah.
much. God damn it, get back up.
I like that him and Thomas end up having like a friendship, even though I fucking hate that cut. They end up having like a camaraderie.
Well, I think he still respects Domas because of his abilities
Yeah.
and that his willingness to change and
Yeah.
feel that guilt and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
It's
still
just-
fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're 100% right. I just felt like, I'm like, Domas, like you tried, like, I don't know, I think you understand. There's redemption arcs, but like you're gonna have to fucking like walk across the world twice because you pushed a
Yeah.
fucking child, dude.
And I like how they didn't let Bochi just immediately forgive him. Like he truly had like PTSD. Like he started
Yeah.
shaking and was like, yeah, like I appreciated that because I was like, that's real, that's raw.
That was also something I was very shocked about with, is that they dealt with trauma,
Mhm.
you know, in a very realistic way. So
Yeah.
who are your favorite characters, Chibi?
I am not gonna talk about my man's Despa, but I love Despa. Despa is so funny to me. Like him, Kage, and Bochi's like relationship was just my favorite arc. Like they were just like the Gremlin Squad.
I waited for Despa to like, because of the way the anime was going to betray them,
Mhm.
like hugely. I really did.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
like,
yeah.
I'm glad he did it. I would have been so sad.
Well, so like there was about halfway through, I'm like he has other things like going on. Like I know he's not just him. I know there has to, like, you don't have a fat horse for nothing, right? Like, there's got to be something.
Gotta get that-
You're
There's
fat horse.
got that fat horse, bro. That's funny.
Yeah. But
And
I
really, he
like
just likes
Despa,
money.
and
You know?
Yeah.
Who would have known?
that's why I like that one OVA where he's like, "Go make me money."
Yeah. How like we're a
But
little
you had
bit
to watch
we're a
it.
little bit low on the funds here. I need you to fucking get out there and do your thing. I'm like, what the fuck,
This
bro?
shit was so funny.
Dude, they
but
try to make Boji a waiter,
Poor man again.
and they're trying to call him over and shit. They're like, hey. He's like,
And
he
he's
can't
like-
hear you. He can't hear you. Yeah, he's just standing there looking around.
all proper.
And they're like, hey, what's
poor
wrong with
man.
him? It's like, he can't, he's deaf and mute. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Why is he here? You
Yeah,
gotta
he
go. You gotta go.
Poor
God.
boy. And also my boy Bochi is my absolute favorite. I don't know. I just, again, you guys know I love underdogs, and just his wholesome character, and just seeing him grow and become so strong and like actually like be happy. I was like, this is it. This is peak anime. This is what I want.
Does his personality remain consistent throughout the show?
Yeah.
But he goes through things, and you see that fluctuation, but he overcomes it,
Yeah, I
which
mean,
was really cool.
I mean,
to
he
see.
gets like, I think it's like
Yeah.
the first part where he's trying to lift the sword up, right?
Oh, and he starts crying
Yeah.
when he's like beaten in bed. Oh,
And then
Oh.
Kage, and then that's when Kage
Oh.
like starts to like, take it easier and have like a different viewpoint of him because he's still trying, right?
Yeah.
And then Kage's like, I'll fucking help you, right? And then Boji's like,
Yeah.
yes. And that's pretty much, and the entire time, like he goes through,
Power of friendship.
yeah, essentially a bunch
was
of different
great.
trials and stuff like that, and then makes it back, and they have to fight fucking Daida, who like, I literally thought when they were like showing like him with that big ass club, I was like, oh, he can't be that strong. I was like, oh god, he's as strong as his
literally is the
fucking
king.
dad. What the hell?
Yeah.
When he took Oaken and made him a ball,
Oh my god, I was like, that is insane.
I was like, oh shit, that's crazy, dude. I was
I
like,
was like,
that's
that's smart. That's the only way you couldn't do it.
did not expect it. What did he do? Like, he punched him into a boulder and then stuffed him
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, he put like grabbed the boulder and like fucking put him
You
in
know,
a ball and then just
it's
shoved him in
it's
the
fucked
boulder.
up because like Oaken, like he wasn't a bad dude. So
Yeah, he was-
even he had
he
a
was
tragic backstory, but
wholesome,
like
yeah.
he just went insane and just started fucking killing people.
Mhm.
And I just like, I love his fighting style too. It's just like pretty much, it just looks like he's swinging wildly until he starts to get upset. And then when he starts to get desperate, he starts to like make very precise strikes, or he doesn't like try to kill you at first. He likes to watch you die, which
Yeah.
how many
yeah.
how many fucking
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how many anime characters? I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. This is like, what are we walking into here? What is up with this character? He's like sitting there watching him bleed out. He's like, That's good shit.
Good shit.
Like, hey man, it's my favorite part. What's your favorite part? This right here.
This right here,
You
watch
ble-
them
you
watch
bleeding
life
out-
leave their body.
You bleeding out and dying, man. That's good shit. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I don't. What did you, Rashiba? You said this was like in your top 10 now, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
It like fucking lunged itself into my top 10. I was
Yeah,
like,
and that's what I mean. I like, for me, there's not a lot of animes that like immediately just it hits. Like, there's only a couple that I'm like, damn, like this is it. And like like you said, I went in there not knowing what to expect. I just happened to stumble upon it, and I was like, like it just, I don't know. The end, like we were talking about, was disappointing, but I think the journey getting there was worthwhile.
it's one of those things
I
where
made
like
up
you
for it.
watch it and then you're like, I'll sit on the fence about it, and then you keep watching, you're like, okay, all right, why do they keep picking on this kid?
Yeah, I know, and that's what happened to me, Jack. Like the first couple episodes, I was like, I don't know, and I just kept watching because I was bored, and then like I got to the one scene, and I was like, fuck,
It's like
Right.
you got me.
it's unlike me and like Black Clover. Like I literally, guys, I've not watched it again. Yeah, I was like, I cut that shit off. I was like, well, day's work, boys. And I just walk the fuck out. I was,
No more Asta.
I was like, I'm never putting myself through that pain ever again.
I don't know if I'll finish that one.
I can't, man. I can't.
I don't think I will.
I think it's just. It's not that like you don't have to agree. It's just I don't really like watching shonen, like unless it's like really
Dragon Ball Z.
solid all
Yeah.
around. Listen, this
Yeah.
is me being old. No one fucking hates on Krillin. But with like shonen, it's like I think if you tell me there's 1,000 episodes, but you know there's all this filler and shit like that, I just can't do it. And then if you have a show that like has a character that I just can't get attached to, like Asta, it just doesn't sink in with me. You know, that's like the unfortunate part, because I think like there's so many interesting characters in Black Clover, and then I'm like, but the main one is just, you know, he's okay. He just won't stop fucking yelling, and he has a reason to yell.
Yeah.
Shut
Well,
the
I
fuck
mean,
up, Brad.
I did like Asta as a character, and it's, you know, I like that whole, it's kind of like what Chibi enjoys, is the whole underdog story. But and then he had a lot to prove, so I couldn't get through so many episodes.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a
catch
lot for
up.
me not to get into an anime. Like sometimes it's like a main character thing. Sometimes it's like illogical shit happening. Like it's really predictable, like stuff like the character shouldn't be doing. You know, like or it's like manufacturing drama for just the sake of it. You know, there's a lot of anime that do that. But with shonen, it's like, you know, I can't. It won't capture my attention for long. But that's why I think Demon Slayer is a bit different, because we have arcs, and they're like literally like they're neatly packed up. There's no real filler into them.
organized,
Yeah, and we're just kind of pushing through, you know. And Tanjiro is a fucking is honestly like a bare bones type of character, right? He's like your prototypical shonen protagonist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like Mashal.
I love Mashal, bro.
I was gonna say next
Mash-
week or next Monday.
Mash
talk about
Burn
Mashal.
Dead, baby. That's my guy. That is my fucking
please.
dude, man. He is my guy.
I recommend that one.
Did
for
you
the
did you watch it,
podcast.
Chibi?
I watched
I
Mashal.
fucking love
What's
that
it called
show.
It's
again?
really
Mashal.
funny.
Muscles
Oh my
and
God.
magic.
It's essentially Harry Potter, but anime.
I literally
And
sent
this
it.
kid has no magical ability.
I wanted
whatsoever.
Brad to tell me. I was like, Brad, tell me what you think, and you're
I'm
like,
surprised, Brad, you don't like it.
Oh no, I love
Brad
it.
loves
It's
it.
fantastic.
Oh, okay,
it's
Brad
fantastic.
loves it.
wait, pause. Don't discuss. We're
Okay.
gonna talk about this on the next podcast, because that was gonna be my recommendation.
I mean, I think we're kind of at the
I
end,
want
like
Jack to watch
the
it.
ranking of King stuff anyway, so we
Yeah.
can talk about like, you know,
I know.
other podcast topics.
All right, but next one, Jack, try if you want. Mashal.
Okay, send that in our chat so I
Okay.
can
If that-
remember it.
If that hasn't grabbed you by episode 3, there's something wrong.
It got me by episode 1. I did not want to like it so bad, and I was
Well,
like,
it was actually crazy. The first episode, it was okay. Like it was funny, but it was
Something
okay.
like
But
that.
it was like second episode on,
Dude.
I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest.
Me, dude, the
It
shit
just
he
makes
does,
me laugh.
it makes no sense, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean,
The door scene, bro. The doors.
Fucking Christ, dude. I was so like, what is wrong with this
I was
kid?
like, I relate to that though. Do I push or do I pull?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. You know.
Let me break
Yeah.
the door.
Let's see. Are we gonna do that live?
We can do that one live. I will not be a teacher anymore when we do that, so it should be live.
Oh, Oh, that's right. We got a couple weeks of school left.
So next week will be my last week. Tuesday is my last
I
day.
can get a couple extra viewers too.
Chibi,
And go
I'm really
live and-
hoping.
Mhm.
I'm really hoping that the Street Fighter 5 video or 6 video gets 50 likes so I can buy you the game, and then you can.
I don't know.
fucking
I don't
play it.
think it will. I think we're
I-
at like what 26 or something.
Yeah, we're 28 right now. But like, here's the
Nice.
thing: if like I'm telling you, like it's the modern controls allow you to button mash. Like when I got to
And you
play,
know it's my favorite.
when I
Yeah,
got,
You know
that's
when I
what
could do a
am, button
Chun-Li
masher.
cosplay, bro.
when I was grinding
My
through that
girl.
game in ranked, and I was like,
Blanca?
I was playing a couple modern control players, and I was like, this is kind of fun, watching it. I mean, I was beating the shit out of them, but like some of them like were actually adapting to what I was doing.
Mhm.
So I was like, they had good control because pretty much it's just auto combos for you. You tap square fucking 3
Oh.
times, you get to throw out 2 jabs and a fireball immediately. That type of
Oh
stuff.
my god.
So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. And apparently,
Good
like
idea.
someone left in the comments that like one of the biggest fighting game personalities, Daigo. He's one of the biggest content creators. I got to see him live in Japan once. Like this dude's like he was talking about like how he has concerns about modern controls because of how it simplifies the game for certain players. But I'm like, casual players do deserve to play this game and have a good time.
Mhm.
The thought process is you'll go from modern controls to classic controls, right? To kind of learn the game, learn the intricacies, but like modern kind of cheats it for you so you can just have a good time. So you can hold tournaments with all your little gremlins, right? And then you can have them do things for you. But I'm hoping. But
Oh, if you haven't liked it, go like it.
yeah, if you haven't
Comment,
liked
free
it,
copy.
yeah, liked it, go like it. Give it out a copy, right?
I'll plug it tomorrow on stream.
Plug it tomorrow on stream. All right. And
Yeah.
Outlast Trials, me and Brad. Fucking the betrayer. I'm not gonna lie, and part of the video, I literally like I had Brad like in the first police station part. I had Brad do like stuff while I was like looking out for him. I was like, I'm not fucking running out there, bro. I've been getting fucked up that whole
So
game.
wait, is it like you can duel?
No. Okay,
Roleplay?
so basically it's cooperative and pretty much you are working on to complete certain tasks and stuff like that. Like the first thing is like you go through the police station, you have to kill a snitch, right? Which is it seems basic, but you have to like navigate these areas that are littered with enemies and people hidden in they're hiding.
And you have no combat ability
Yeah.
whatsoever.
The only thing you can do is like pick up bricks and bottles and throw them at them and stuff like that. And then you do unlock a pack though, Brad. We should tell them about that. Like you do unlock like a little like a unit to protect yourself with,
Mhm.
and it regenerates and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's pretty fun because like the first part you're just kind of figuring it out. Like me and Brad look like
Mhm.
just dumbasses. We're like, where's this part? And Brad like he's like, hey, this door opened for us. I was like, oh really? And I was getting chased. I was like, thanks for that, Brad.
I can't wait to watch this.
But
And
we're-
it
Oh, we'll be-
escalates so quickly too. Like
Yeah, we're
the
gonna
first mission was pretty rough. Then the second mission just went absolutely bonkers.
dude, holy shit. So it's like I think that the second mission is really like that would be a great 4-player co-op thing.
So, yeah, we'll be playing it Friday.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Sneaky and Squoze, and we're gonna get a lot of really funny ass reactions.
Yeah. So I'll be recording that, like, and then we'll do like a. Hopefully, me and Brad will do like. Or me, I mean, all 4 of us could do it if, like, Chibi, you get the game,
down.
or
I'll
Yeah,
do
that
it.
too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was thinking of doing it because I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream soon. So
yeah, we
I'm
can do
supposed
like
to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke, and I'll probably get that too.
we can do a pixelated thoughts fucking Outlast Trials.
Oh God, with me, Jesus.
Yeah, we can do so. Like me and Brad completed the first 2 missions. We were gonna do the third one last night, but I was like, dude, I'm a little burnt out from fucking getting chased like I'm getting
Yeah.
murdered all the goddamn time, dude.
I need to decompress from getting murdered.
When it gets dark, man, I'm telling you, dude, they do really. And Brad, it ran so well on his fucking laptop, dude.
Oh shit.
Right? That shit was smooth. Like you were pulling like what 100 frames, I think, on Epic, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had everything maxed out at 1080p and like
Nice.
ran over 100.
Yeah. It's fucking it's pretty fantastic. I was very shocked
Yeah.
because we were like there. I would say, well, you guys are like, there's some nudity,
Oh, I'm sorry.
not in the good way.
Oh.
Not in the way you're thinking. Okay, so we're gonna do Mashal next. Ooh, we gotta think about the the game that we should do next too. Fuck, what are we gonna do for Pixelated Thoughts?
Yeah, dog, you got that next week.
No. You know what? We should do Mashal next week because we did back-to-back Pixelated Thoughts episodes,
Okay.
True.
and then we can do back-to-back down the rabbit hole.
And I still gotta calm down from Overwatch 2, so I don't know if I can do another video game.
Man was up fucking. I want to give Jack's reaction. Jack, what was your thoughts, man, on the Overwatch
Which
2?
again?
The PVs, them removing the PV roadmap and then having two of the fucking lamest excuses. Yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna
man.
say their PR fucking.
I called that shit, by the way. I said they're gonna do a prepared statement, and it's gonna fucking be worse. Than
Oh, of
if
course,
they
man.
do a
Of course,
Q&A.
they have to. Because how did they expect to say the shit that they did and not have a downfall?
Brad was so mad when he said it to me. He's like, "Look," I was like, "Oh, I thought they were doing like a live stream." And when he sent me the link, I thought I was
Why
gonna see
would
a
they
video.
allow us to real time comment?
Never.
No, fuck that.
Never.
No, the whole purpose of the number 2 was to bring a different game. By removing that PvE element, you don't have a different game. You could have fucking gave us patches and an update. Like, what the fuck is this?
Calling it now. I'm telling you, man. Don't be surprised if they legacy brand it and just call it Overwatch. I mean, there's no point for it too, right? I mean, you have
What was the reason of getting rid of it?
What was the excuse, Brad? It was we saw the audacity of it and we just couldn't commit to it.
What does that mean?
Pretty much they were overly ambitious.
It was their stomach was their eyes were bigger than their stomach.
Yeah. Scope creep is the word we use in project management. It's essentially like you have your scope, and what you essentially want is your project manager to keep that scope and to a certain boundary, right? You want to have certain margins on your scope to ensure that like you can meet your objectives. Essentially, a lot of times in like game production, what you see is like people try to go outside of their scope, and it ends up fucking up. It ends up leading to a lot of crunching.
Yeah.
In project management, we call it crashing, right? So pretty much you're taking tasks and functions and you're trying to run them as like concurrently together, right? Or you're trying to run them to the point where it's like, we want to speed right through this to ensure that we meet our development or milestones.
Okay.
And basically that's if you like have like taken a project management course or anything like that, that's basically what happened. They essentially talked the big game. And then
after 4 years though,
dude, I've heard that it's been development for longer than that. Like I've heard it's been development since like 20, maybe like 6 years almost. Like they're saying 4, but I've heard like they've done concept and shit for this for a while. Like when you show a sizzle reel at BlizzCon, I was like, oh, they've been working on this for a minute. You're not just pulling that shit out of your ass because that's like new. They were showing like brand new footage. Gameplay elements. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking looking fantastic. I thought because when they showed it, I was like, oh, we're like a year away from Overwatch 2. Let's get it. We were fucking 4 years away. You know, it happens. But yeah, I wanted to get Jax because Jack in our fucking podcast episode when we did Overwatch 2, Jack was already skeptical, and then he had more so of a reason to be skeptical because obviously Blizzard did what Blizzard wanted.
You ever watch Asmongold's video about it?
No.
Dude, he fucking he tells Blizzard, he's like, I was on board to support you guys and I spoke so well of you guys, and you guys fucked me and made me look like a goddamn idiot.
Yeah.
He's fucking pissed.
There was a bunch of content creators who were fucking like just dropping it. There are pros who like they don't want to play Overwatch 2. They just want to fucking play. But yeah, it's a casual game for me now.
Yeah.
Like Blizzard did a lot of damage to themselves without knowing it. Plus, dude, watch Brad build a following just based off the hate on Overwatch. Join me, minions.
So anytime Overwatch puts anything on Twitter now, I'm just going to respond with, "I wish I could do that in PvE."
Please do it. I'll retweet it.
Just the biggest fucking smartass. I mean, essentially, you reap what you sow. Right.
Exactly. And I was like, if you're going to advertise that, make a whole another game that's going to be centered around that, and then you don't meet the expectations, like, what do they expect?
It's any type of product that gets like, that touches a consumer, right? Yeah. Like the expectations aren't just like established by us. It's established by you because of what you put out.
Yeah.
Right. And, it goes for it goes for any industry, right? When you see like an anime, right? Like a trailer for it, and it looks amazing. And then you watch it and it's just fucking hot garbage. You're like, I don't want to hear a PR statement say, yeah, we had expectations. Like, no, dude, it was not. It just wasn't good. Like you're the ones that said it because you put a sizzle reel together and then it turns out to be trash,
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, they set the expectations.
And gaming is like legit. Gaming has way too, like, especially today, like gaming has
Mhm.
far too many instances of games getting fucking these crazy ass trailers and
Oh
then
yeah.
under delivering on all their promises. Every game right now, they have like there's been 3 or 4 major AAA releases with that have hit PC and have completely shit the bed. Like just did not run well at all. It's it's essentially, and I keep seeing like someone do a prepared statement. I'm like, dude, that doesn't work. And in the case of Overwatch 2, you canceled your own, as Brad said, you canceled the game you were working on mid-game.
Yeah.
While you're playing it, we don't want you to play this feature anymore. Stop yelling at us, okay? Who is this Willie Jim character, and why is he constantly harassing me?
Why is he constantly
I
telling?
wouldn't be
us
surprised if they
PvE?
blocked me after.
Once Brad gets blocked,
Right.
he's made it, dude. He's made it.
Yeah, that's the goal, Brad.
You
That's
could
the
put
goal to
down like
block.
your fucking on your Twitch twice blocked by a blizzard. Oh fuck, that devolved into like something else. It always does,
Well, no, they need to fucking hear this shit, man. They're like, Blizzard seems to make the same fucking mistake over and over again.
Dude, no, what I'm saying is like when people are watching this, they're getting the ranking of kings, so they get to like 55 minutes.
Oh.
It's just like a rant on everything else.
Oh yeah, true.
It's like they're angry.
Well, hold
I
on.
like
It's
this.
the title of it.
Down the rabbit
down the rabbit
hole.
hole.
Down the
We're just
rabbit hole,
gonna
correct.
fucking- It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true. We just start
We'll
switching.
start
is
with a
what
topic,
happens.
and then we just go down the
Start-
rabbit hole, and it's like,
Yeah,
when
end
you're
up
watching
somewhere
YouTube
else.
and you start with a specific genre on YouTube, and then
And
it
then
turns into you're watching fucking goats hopping around on people while they do yoga. I was like,
I love go yoga.
it's
I
like-
want to do it.
It's like I didn't. This is what I wasn't
I wasn't
trying to watch before,
expecting,
but
but I'll watch
this
it.
is weird.
I mean,
You're like,
it's-
I'll dig it.
I don't know, man. It's just problematic. But I mean, the good news is, there's the PlayStation Showcase coming out tomorrow. So if you have a PlayStation, mainly me and Brad, right, we get like fucking a bunch of new games revealed and a possible demo for Final Fantasy 16, which is already going to be Brad's game of the year, right? Mine right now, I'm not gonna lie, Tears of the Kingdom. Holy shit, I am
Making
addicted.
engineers.
I'm addicted to that fucking game. That is,
Make your kid play it. She's gonna become an engineer.
dude. I'm like, I was
I
like,
heard the crafting is much better, or the crafting brings a whole new.
it's not Legend of Zelda anymore. It really
Yeah.
isn't. The fact that I can build like
It's Roblox.
jets, yeah, it's Roblox. The fact that I can build jets and like torture fucking devices and stuff.
Leave those little beans alone.
Have you, dude? I'm telling you, it's not the Korok one. There was one they showed on TikTok where a dude, he's like child spotted, and the child was giving like the side eye and shit like that, and he pulled up this crazy torture device that like brought flame down, put laser beams in the middle, and bombs, and then blew it up. And I was like,
This is building psychopaths.
oh, dude, people were building drones in that game. Drones with laser beams and rockets. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. I built one today. I was like, this is amazing. It's like, this will work if I drive this straight into those people and shit like
my
that.
God.
Yeah, I've never played a game like this, honestly, that kind of had that type of flexibility. I've heard people say it's a lot harder, but I find it a lot easier than fucking the first game, which is really shocking. Yeah. I recommend one of you try it at least. But at least, there's always Outlast trials, right? Really, all you have to do is walk around, get scared.
Yeah, I like playing horror games,
dude,
man.
and then they have like,
I don't.
what's crazy is that they
It's
have
gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
Brad, what do you think about the upgrade system so far? Like the abilities they
why?
let you upgrade to?
I mean,
I wonder if
fairly
some,
rudimentary. But
yeah,
yeah.
I wonder if some of them will make it like too easy when you're going in and like searching around and stuff like that and completing objectives.
I would imagine that
Right?
there is some escalation of
the AI.
There's like a hard mode or something.
Yeah, I think that's
There's
what the MK trials are and stuff like that. Like, I'm wondering about that because like I didn't think it was too difficult except like when
I mean, like you really can't do anything to begin with. Like you
Yeah.
really just can walk around and pick up things.
and your night vision dies so fast. That battery depletes very quickly. But it's so much fun just kind of figuring stuff out. Not this motherfucker tried to like he's like, Ken, come here. It's like, I can give you a boost over this. I'm like, right on top of the guy. What do you think I'm stupid? This is my video. You get over here. You do it for me.
Sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, no, it's Yeah, I'm shocked by like, and the arenas are really small too. They're not like too
Okay.
big, but I think they're intricately well done. Like the first 2 levels, and apparently like the
Okay.
different trials, they do like just small variations to it, so like it keeps the experience fresh. I don't think you can play it for longer than, you know. I mean, obviously you probably could if you're like a pro at this fucking game. There's got to be somebody who's sweating right now, but it's a really fun
Oh,
casual horror
always.
game. Yeah. I hate, like, I don't think it can't be fun when you break these types of games, right? The whole thing is about sustained horror. So
Yeah.
if you break it, the experience kind of wears down. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing like how they do the seasons too, because season 1 has its own thing, and I'm hoping they keep that content up too. So like if the game catches on, like, you know, because they release in May, which is weird. This feels like the perfect October game, honestly. Jack,
Yeah.
you can put that on your list, I guess, but they'll probably have like season 2 by the time that comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Jack, when's the last time you played Dead by Daylight? Has it been a while?
It's been a while,
It's
and I
time to
saw
pick
they're
it.
bringing
Yeah, it's
Nicolas
time to
Cage
pick it the
in.
fuck back
What the
up,
fuck
baby.
are they
Nicolas
doing?
Cage is there.
Nicolas
Let's
Cage?
go.
What?
Let's
How?
go.
Why?
No, why not, dude? You know, he was Dracula recently.
It's fucking Nicolas Cage, you right?
He's been in a bunch of horror movies.
I did
Bunch of
not know
them.
this.
Yeah. Love that shit.
I just think of National Treasure.
Chibi, what game can we convince you to play? Are you going to get Final Fantasy 16? Well, you don't have a PS5.
You
What-
want to buy a new PS5?
So the new campaign is
I
to
don't
start
know.
Chibi a PS5. Donate $5 now. I'll send everyone my Cash App.
Bro, what the fuck?
That money, man.
I mean, I'll definitely play the Outlast Trials. I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll do the Tears of the Kingdom just because I don't know. It looks fun. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to spend $70 on a game that I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
I
Well, then
understand that.
play it.
Yeah, no, exactly, bro. No, you just have one of your people buy it for you.
Bro. I probably will do Street Fighter. You know, eventually. If
Yes, meow.
we don't get 50 likes, but I hope we do. I'll probably look into it.
Just force all your gremlins who are watching tomorrow to be like, listen, let mama get that free copy, and then let me never play it.
I would play it. The challenges, the 1v1s will get people.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna play fucking Guilty Gear. Get a little bit of that. A
Bro,
little training in that.
I tried. I did it off stream, and I did okay for a while, and then it's just I don't know. I suck at fighting games. I suck.
It's always
sucked.
about finding that one character.
I grew up on Tekken. Shaolin.
Mine just happens to be
It's
the
my
character
girl.
with my name, so you know. I don't know.
hated playing against Ken.
I was literally like 6, and I was like, "What's that, Ken? That's me."
That's me.
And then I ended up just sticking with that character like the entire time. That's how fucking.
I just picked cute little Asian girls, and I was like, yes, this is me.
I'm Chun Li.
I'm Chun-Li.
I'm trying to think.
Never
of
played Street Fighter. I played Tekken. That was it.
Tekken. Well, I mean, I think Tekken 8's coming out this year.
Have you guys
Yeah.
seen
Mortal Kombat
the
1?
trailer? Oh my
Mm-mm.
god!
Yeah,
When you get to,
boy.
hold on, let
No.
me pull that motherfucker up right now for y'all. And send it in chat.
Thank you. Gotta get
Jesus,
a live
just
react.
watch. Just
Okay.
watch.
So it's
'cause-
not.
Get a live
It's
react.
not in-game engine. Just to clarify.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, yeah.
But
But
what
they
the-
need movies.
yeah,
They
Give me
should do an
movies.
all-out animated movie with this because the.
I think it's just cost, man. You
yeah,
know?
I know.
It's too much. I seriously, and plus like time too. I'm assuming it takes a long time to like, you know, animate some of this stuff. It's very, very cool looking, very graphic, very gory. Like Liu Kang needs to have that fatality in the game. I'd be very pissed off. Ed Boon.
Yes.
Ed Boon, if you
Yes.
ever watch this, I'll be very upset if Liu Kang does not do that in the game. I'll be very pissed because I will buy more. I'm gonna buy all of the new fighting games. That's how it do. You know what also is making a fucking crazy comeback or crazy fucking for some reason revival on TikTok? Starship Troopers, bro. Dude, they just released a new game, right? It's
Yeah, they should make
early,
this an anime.
early access.
They should.
$30. The Starship Troopers game, right? And it's got good reviews, really positively received, and people are like watching the playing the game just as they would when they watch the movie and shit like that. You know, so if you're like getting on the dropship check when you're trying to leave, Like
Yeah.
someone will like, hey, if you're like holding everybody up, they'll shoot you and stuff like that to fucking to kill you. Because you're getting swarmed by bugs, man. You know, you can't fucking have that happen. And then people were doing that in TikTok, and they had like the thing where I can't remember his name, but he was like, "You do the same for me." I was like, "Yeah, I would absolutely kill you."
I really wish Mortal Kombat had like a story
It does.
mode. No, I'm not talking just
Oh,
primary fighting game. I'm talking actual story mode.
oh,
I don't
Maybe
like
make it like
Overwatch
a
2 PvE.
no.
fucking
No.
chill.
Oh yeah, that doesn't
No,
exist.
we don't speak about that ever again.
Well,
But
I mean, like
bring it make it like a Dark Souls-ish type where
you
you're
want to make
going
a side
through
scroller? I mean, if you've ever played Mortal Kombat 11,
I don't know about a side scroll.
like Mortal Kombat 11,
Oh my god, I forgot how graphic this shit is. Oh god.
yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 had a pretty extensive side story or narrative. It was actually really good. Like it's just like you walk into an area and then you have to fucking you're completing the story and then you have to fight. But I always thought that was interesting. I mean, there's a game called Shaolin Monks, right? Back in it, that was just an amazing fucking Mortal Kombat game. Love that thing. But that's what it is. All right. Let's get some goddamn clothes. That's the only shit. We haven't talked about Ranking the Kings in like 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god. Sorry, I was still watching.
It's pretty
trailer.
intense, isn't it?
Pretty
Oh
graphic.
my god.
Now put
Yeah.
that shit in slow motion and watch it.
No, I'm good.
What the fuck is wrong
I'm
with you, dude?
good.
It's just how well they put that
No, the
animation
graphics
together
amazing.
The thing
and the details.
the thing
Yeah.
about Mortal Kombat is that I don't know how they haven't been censored yet. I'm
Yeah,
being serious.
well,
Because if you watch Mortal
it's
Kombat
art.
11, dude, the fuck it is. Mortal Kombat 11 is one of the most grotesque games I have ever played.
Yeah.
And it has some of the most it has incredible violence to the point where I'm like, dude, they just saw someone's head get chopped off, had their head slide down, their brain fucking get ripped out and then eaten. Right? And it's in just amazing detail. I'm like, you guys are great. I'm really impressed by what you do, but I have no idea how you've not got an adults only rating.
Yeah.
And as graphical fidelity is going to increase, right, over the years, how the you guys are how do you get away with it? How do the ratings and words not go? This can't be shown to kids, man.
I mean,
Nobody can touch it.
Well, it's all about the rating, though, right?
Yeah, but you have boards that fucking will rate the game, and Mortal Kombat 11, I was shocked, dude, because some of the shit there's a Noob Saibot has a finisher. I'll have Jack look this up afterwards. He does what's called a wishbone, where he fucking teleports a copy of himself to the other side, and then proceeds to pull you apart from your legs. And not only that, but you split apart very
Delicious.
slowly, so you get caught up at the rib cage and spine, and then you get ripped in half. Incredibly brutal, dude. It is. It hurts a lot. Yeah, it's not it can make you uncomfortable. Well,
Let's see. Watching it now.
we've made it to the end of the episode. You know?
Wholesome and grotesque.
Yeah. We went from talking
Whatever.
about a wholesome anime to talking about incredibly violent video games. This is how we do things
Oh
here.
my god.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, exactly. That's why people
that looks painful.
Exactly. So, I don't think we need to do any closing thoughts, right? Just tune in next
What do we
week.
close on?
I don't know if
We
we
covered all that.
Boshi is our king, and it's the best. Watch it.
tune in.
Boshi apparently screams too much.
We were
compared
able-
to Asta.
We were able to kind of convince Jack to give Ranking of Kings a
I'll
second
give it
chance.
another chance.
There you
I'll give it
go.
I like what I was hearing about what I missed out on because they didn't
They didn't get to the
didn't hook
violence.
me in the first few episodes.
They
I didn't get to the death
They
and
didn't
violence
get to the
fast
violence, Daddy.
enough.
I don't understand. They're not swinging at each other.
I don't understand.
How
I
co-
don't
How
understand.
come the little boy and take the big sword and hit the little other boy?
I thought anime was all about that violence.
How come? How come I don't get it?
I don't get it, Daddy.
There's two things anime has over everything, Daddy. It's got violence and titties. That's just all it has.
Where is either?
Where them both at? I
We
understand.
need to do a Food Wars episode.
Oh my God, please. We can do that after.
All right,
Nashville.
look, man.
Let's do a
fucking love
Food Wars
All right,
episode.
all right. After Mashal, I'll fucking watch Food Wars, man. I'll watch it alone. So my wife's with headphones on. So my wife's like, "What the fuck are you watching, dude?"
Everybody, ever since I watched it, I would introduce it to people, and then like I'd be like, "Listen, you just need to watch like the
It's
first
a
episode.
great show. It's a great
First
show.
episode. All you need to watch is the first 10 minutes."
Yeah.
It's like, bro, my parents were with me. It's like, and
And did they like it too?
Did they enjoy the
Yeah.
show?
They're
Do you
gonna
like the
talk about it to
cooking?
their friends now too. Shit.
Yeah, shit.
Jesus. All right. Next week is Mashal. The week after that, we'll do a Pixelate Thoughts episode to get us back on track. More than likely, we'll do we can do like the narrative game thing.
We can do Outlast.
We'll do Outlast Trials. We'll talk about it.
Yes, since we would have played it a lot by then.
All right, perfect. We'll do that. I hate Brett so much. And then
It's the quack.
and then we'll do Food Wars.
Food Wars.
Violence and titties, everyone.
Hey, you don't hold on. You don't feel like that when you have an amazing meal?
You got a point there.
I mean,
Hold on. Stop.
Every mill.
No.
every
Shut
meal?
up. Shut up. What do you mean by that, bro?
I can't talk
Elaborate.
about it until people fucking watch it.
What
This
do
is
you
your
mean?
warning,
No,
everybody.
Can't do that.
Watch
shit,
it so you can understand what the fuck we're talking about, please.
bro. Oh Lord. Okay.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Hold on,
Daddy.
Brad. Have you never seen it?
No.
Oh, it's such a humble.
Oh, this is gonna be
show.
so funny. It's
It's
great.
yeah, you're gonna love it.
Have no
all about-
expectations.
It's all about just
It's all
trying to
about
be the
food.
best chef out there. And
You want some-
putting out
I
amazing.
wanna be the very best.
I can't wait.
You know what? You know what?
Maniacal laughter.
You know what? Sure.
What?
Sure. All right. That's going to do it for this episode. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment below about why the fuck Jack is so interested in Food Wars.
Why? Hold on. It ain't just me, bro.
I
It's
know. I was
definitely
gonna say it's
just
not just that.
It ain't just me.
Jack loved them Food
I will
Wars
admit,
more
I
than a
love me
friend.
some Food Wars.
Yeah, Food Wars. Actually, Chibi's the one that told me to watch it to begin with.
I mean, that doesn't. It's actually pretty.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh.
I'm glad I've done this good thing, Jeff.
All right. That's going to do it for this time. We'll talk to you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching.